Oh, you can't not do it. You can't not do it. Do it.
One.
It's part of it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey
Okay,
everyone
now
and
that
welcome.
yeah. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah.
Hey everyone and welcome to another episode of Age of Pickleball Insider. I am Migo here today, joined by, of course, the one and only
Rob, you look like you're in a bike shop.
My brother's sick in the other room right now. That's why I can't use it. I don't think he'd want to hear
Does
us
it
ramble all day about the podcast.
don't priorities. He needs to kick him out.
The guy already missed school. I'm giving him a break. Yeah,
Miss school or skip school? I know he skipped school for Adam.
that he did. No, he actually looks sick. He actually looks sick. But yeah, so lots of tournaments happened this week and they're coming up. So that's
Yep.
gonna be the main thing we talk about. Malaysia, they just finished the Kakines. Still don't know if I'm saying that right.
I don't either, and I didn't know what it was, and I looked it up, and it's like a very bougie, like apparel brand.
Yeah. So it's
It's like Malaysia's like Lululemon or Vuori or something like that, like athleisure, like knitted sweaters and stuff. Kind of want some of it.
yeah, we need them. should have them send us merch for covering it. But yes, that was a cool tournament. Interestingly, they did a team format, which I found really interesting, along with the regular format. So they had men's, women's. Wait, no, they didn't have women's for open. It was men's mixed team. And
What was men's mix? So for the team event, there was no women's?
oh no, for like the normal event, there was no women's.
Oh, there's not enough women's signups?
Yes.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah,
It's been a common. I've been hearing this. Like I've had a few guys that are playing the DJoy tournament next week try to hit me up of like, do you know any females that we can play mixed with? I'm like, no, I do not. So ladies in Asia, if you are playing tennis, badminton, any other racket sport, table tennis, just start playing pickleball. You'll be able to be good pretty quickly. You will make probably more money in pickleball than what you're doing currently, and the guys need you. Okay, that's it. That was
Dear
my
all
PSA for
Asian
ladies.
all Asian women racket sport players, pickleball needs you. But
So
yeah, so lots of great players joined the event. The men's was won by Jack Wong playing alongside Yungwon. So the usual pairing. They ended up beating Vanchik playing alongside. Vanchik always has a different partner. Just something I've noticed.
yeah, he bounces.
Yeah. Tejas, you familiar?
Yep, Tejas, a fellow Indian.
Yeah, so that game went to, I think it went to two games, if I'm not mistaken. And then the mixed, it was Jack and Hui Long Fan, who was another Hong Kong player, who played against Vanchik again. And that set went to 3.
Who took it?
Jack Wong took both. Jack Wong took the mixed
Okay.
and the men, so double crown for him. And almost actually would have gotten the triple, if I'm not mistaken, if you count the team event. But just ended up losing that to QD and the Kakines team.
How did the team event work? Do you know?
A men's, women's mixed Dreambreaker.
Okay.
So they had
Classic.
singles Dreambreakers. I heard there were some crazy comebacks. I saw some clips where I think Jimmy Young went 11-0 in his Dreambreaker. He went 4-0, 4-0, 3-0, which is I think he was playing against another guy too, which was crazy.
Yeah, you can't go down. You can't lose 11-0. You just can't. not in a dream breaker. You just can't do it.
But yeah, and so I think this brings up an interesting point. You know, Jack Wong took both men's and mixed, and then in the Kakines team, he ended up losing to QD. So for the longest time, QD was considered the best Asian player. How close have the other Asian players gotten, would you say, to his level?
It's honestly hard to say. Like, he didn't play the individual tournament, right? He didn't play singles or men's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but
so I would say, I mean, hard to say. Singles wise, probably still there. I think doubles is where people will catch up more quickly because his game's kind of built for singles with the heavy Western, the rolls. It's effective in dubs too, but you can be exposed a bit more in doubles with that. So yeah, I think singles, he's probably still got a pretty significant lead, I would guess. If you're talking about you play him 10 times, I don't think anybody's beaten him 5 times. So I don't think it's like anywhere like that. I think he's probably winning 7, 8 out of 10, maybe a little higher against anybody else in Asia in singles. And then dubs depends on the partner, obviously, but I think the rest of Asia's catching up more quickly. But we'll be able to see this this upcoming week, next weekend, because he is playing the DJoy tournament in Vietnam, and we got a lot of good players coming in for that. You've got the Australian crew coming up, the Joey Wild, Danny Townsend. And then you have American players coming over. You have Jack Monroe, who just won nationals in the U.S. in San Diego. You have Megan Fudge, Ryler DeHart, that crew coming over. It'll be interesting to watch next weekend. We'll get a good exactly that. We'll get a good view of where QD is stacking up right now in Asia. And I think he's in the lead, but I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, because I think when what happened last year happened, he was like very clearly far and above the best Asian player.
Yeah.
And we've seen since like a lot more Americans have been coming over. We've gotten to see more and more Asian players play. And it's been close. There's been a few, but yeah, I think I agree with what you said. Where I still think he may be a level above, but we'll see that best in the upcoming BJoy tournament.
Yeah.
So that's one to watch. I hope they have some English coverage, especially with how many foreign players coming in.
Yeah,
But
just some notes. I got some notes on what else is happening with that tournament because it was tough to find online. So I messaged Andy and he gave me some details. So yeah, we got Amanda Hendry's also playing Fook. We've got Ben Costin, my guy from the UK. We got Harrison Brown, Australia. Also Sarah Dennehy, had good results. And then you have the good Vietnamese players. I don't want to mess up their names, but you have Quan Do. Is it Hien? The guys that did well against one in singles and then also in dubs in Malaysia. And prize money's big, man. For Asia, it's the biggest tournament ever in Vietnam, prize money wise, purse. Dubs is 300 million Vietnamese dong, so basically about 12K US for a team if they win gold, so 6K each. So legit prize money. Facility wise, I didn't even know they had this, but 52 courts at this facility. 42 are covered, 10 outdoor. Andy thinks it's currently the biggest in the world. Pretty crazy. They've got a 600-seat stadium court, which is I would say that's kind of like the perfect size stadium court because it's going to get full. It's going to be kind of tight and intimate to the court, which is the ingredients you need with a stadium court. What else?
how do you have 52? How much space do you need for 52 courts? Can't even visualize that.
No, it's crazy. It's a lot of courts. Unless they're doing like parking garage style, just kind of layer.
You have to
But
unfold.
it's a big tournament. A lot of courts, big prize money, good names going. So yeah, it'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, that's exciting. And I mean, when places build facilities like that, you really need to bring in foreign players to, well, not necessarily need, but I feel that's the next logical step. You build a facility like that, the next step is run a tournament where you field more than just the local players. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be really exciting to see, and it's really good for the Vietnamese scene as well to just have variety in their
Yeah.
local tournaments.
And what we're seeing is they're taking training and development very seriously. Like we see a lot of pickle happening across Asia. We always say like Vietnamese people and the players, they are focused on getting good. They're focused on like the true developmental aspect. And we see the other countries lagging a bit in the development, but really booming in respect to the amateur scene and pickleball growth in general. So I think Vietnam has both. They have like the exploding amateur scene. Even when I was there last November, I was at one of DJoy's facilities playing an event, and we played kind of afternoon, evening, and during the day, that place was still packed. It was crazy to see. It's like you're in Vietnam, you'd never expect like full, and they had like 20 courts, so full 20 courts going, and the growth's crazy on both sides in Vietnam, but hopefully the developmental aspect catches up in places like the Philippines and Malaysia and Indonesia, etc.
Yeah, I think in Vietnam, the really good players there are focused a lot on being pros. In the Philippines, I feel like they're a bit more incentivized to go the coaching route just because of the way the finances work out. It makes a lot more
Yeah.
sense for the pros to go into that route. But then maybe when more opportunity comes up here, which may or may not be coming very soon,
What do you mean, Migo?
find out soon.
Yeah, what a teaser. That was well done.
A lot of the pros focus mainly on coaching. And then Malaysia, yeah, definitely a lot more on the fun side.
But we like the one we just saw with the Cacanos. We're probably butchering that name, by the way, but they should make it like a phonetic spelling for us.
I'm sure we're not that far off. How else could you say it?
I don't know.
I don't want to
I don't
say
know.
it.
I don't know.
I thought another way to
Yeah,
say it. I
yeah,
don't want to say
yeah.
it.
What other way? What other way, Migo? Do it, do it, do it. Let's get a clip.
You gotta cut that
Clip
out.
it, clip it.
We can't say that. But yeah, moving a bit outside of Asia, but still in regards to the Asian scene. The PPA Worlds happened, and that had its whole thing. But the biggest takeaway for the Asian scene is just how many more players from Asia were going there. I just found the data. So last year, only 1% of the players who participated in Worlds were Asian. This year,
Uh-huh.
that's times 5, so 5%. 15 players from Vietnam, 13 from Japan, 10 from India, 8 from Taiwan, 4 from China, 4 from Hong Kong, 3 Malaysians, 3 South Koreans, 2 Singaporeans, and then 1 each from Macau and Pakistan.
That still feels like nothing.
It's getting there. Give it next
But
year.
but why but why do we need what they don't need to go to Worlds. Oh, they can participate. I mean, there's the World Cup that just happened at the Fort. There's now like the World Alliance that's having tournaments all over the world. Like you just won't have to go to the US to participate. So, and the amateur side of UPA this is not it's not my opinion. It's basically every amateur that's played the events don't have a good experience. So they're doing UPA is obviously doing a great job on the pro side with production and creating a good pro experience. But I wouldn't say they're known for the amateur experience. So I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities, not just for pros elsewhere, but also for amateurs to play different places. And I think that's the idea is making it more accessible across the world, not having to raise funds to travel to the US to see how you stack up to where you can earn a living in your home region and make pickleball a career, playing, coaching, whatever you want to do with it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think there's a lot of different models being tested out for how to really monetize the pickleball industry. A lot of people just look at tennis as the default,
Yeah.
where, well, it's not even tennis. Like the default now for pickleball is more like a NBA, MLB type NBA type model where everyone goes to the US. But then we're
Yeah.
seeing people experiment with more like APP is trying to do like a tennis ATP type thing. And then you have some people starting local leagues, like India's doing a lot, Bali's doing a lot,
Yep.
China's doing a lot, which is a bit more reminiscent of something like football with
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly right.
the regional leagues. So
Yeah.
it's really interesting to see. And yeah, I mean, like we saw this week, there's just so many tournaments happening and upcoming that everyone really has the freedom of choice already.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Like with the football, like the European leagues, like we talk about the Bundesliga and like stuff like that. It's like where, yeah, it's a very specific German soccer league, football league, but there's real money there, and I think that's what we're going to see with pickleball. Like, I think that's a good model because then, you can have foreign people come in and play in it, but it's really that country's kind of flagship league. So I think that's a great model because it gives a lot of opportunities to players locally. Just need operators to kind of set it up and run it. But I think we're going to see that popping up all over.
Yeah, especially with how fast it's growing in these Asian countries. Like last year, or might even have been 2 years ago, all the biggest countries by player count based on, I think, Duper, it was all in the US. And now I think top 2 or top 3 even are all in Asia. I think one's in
Mm-hmm.
Vietnam, I think KL might have the most. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be hard for the model of sending everyone to the US when probably already, if not now, getting really close. The majority of the players and viewers being outside the US. It's getting really close to that.
I think so. Yeah. I think it's a net positive. It's good for pickleball.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. And some other things that happened. We had the PCL. There was a PCL Japan tournament like 2 days ago.
So all of the PCL, just so people know, PCL has a bunch of different sectionals going on. We had the one in the Philippines, obviously, in Manila at the Mall of Asia. But you have the same happening in Indonesia. You have the same happening in Malaysia. I did just see Malaysia. I think Malaysia just happened as well. Did you see that or no?
PCL Malaysia. I think so.
Malaysia happened. You have China ongoing. You have Japan had their event. So Vietnam as well. So all of these different countries are having their sectionals for PCL and all going to converge in Shenzhen in beginning of December for the finals to compete for 96,000 USD.
Yeah. So we're gonna be there. We're gonna cover it, not just on a podcast.
We're gonna pod there too, though. They have a nice little office studio there. We're gonna pod from, you and I.
We can pod from there, and we might also do a little vlog type thing that we're
Yeah,
still planning
let's do
to
it.
set up. So we're gonna
Let's
talk
do
to
it.
the players, talk about the event, get to probably video Rob schooling some people on one knee.
How hard is it to get a visa? It's pretty tough for Filipinos to get a visa to China, right?
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to get. We should try to get Key to come to shoot for us, but it might be tough at this point. Might be kind of late.
Yeah, I submitted my application, I think a week or two ago.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I got to do a visa for India.
Oh, I'm surprised. The Philippine passport is just so weak.
Yeah,
Our,
I mean,
our
U.S.
passport.
We have to have it's a e-visa, but we still have to do a visa for India.
But yeah, so that's another thing. We need support for getting visas. Come on, pickleball tournaments. You gotta make it easy.
Why is it so tough for why does everybody hate the Filipinos? Why is it so tough to get visas? You guys are like chilling. You guys
I don't know.
aren't hurting anybody. You guys are just on your own little islands down here, just doing your thing.
Just doing our own thing. Exactly, and they don't want
Why are people making it hard on you?
just don't want us doing our own thing over there. I don't know. Beats me.
You guys are just peaceful people. What's happening?
Yeah. Even with that, even if they don't have,
Philippines, right here.
yeah. That's why the World Cup team. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. A lot of the
Yeah.
local pros here weren't able to travel to the US for that World Cup. Really unfortunate. A lot of them wanted to, from what I heard.
So it was all Filipino Americans basically, huh? Which there's a lot of them too in the U.S. You guys have good representation. I tell you that.
Yeah. Was actually open invite to any Filipino American player in the States. If you're one of the 17 people that watch this, come on down. We'll set up an event for you.
Maybe we have 18 now. Who knows? Yeah, I'll say 18. Each week we'll add one more viewer.
If you're one of the 18 people that watch, come on down. We'll set up an event for you.
What do you mean we'll set up an event for you? What's that mean?
I don't know. They wanna do an open play. They wanna hang out to meet the community.
Yeah, we'll do whatever you want. We'll do whatever you want. Just come on over. Come on over. I agree with you, Migo. We don't know what you're gonna do, but come over. We'll organize something for you.
Yeah, the
A
Philippines
parade.
is still really young. There was just a tournament in Sultan Kudarat. It's somewhere down south. And had some really good players playing there, a lot of the top local players. And there was an upset in first, which is crazy. Two players I hadn't heard of before played, from what I saw, just really well. And ended up taking down Nick, and I think Leander and Ruben were ended up in third, which is crazy.
Yeah. Would you say they're probably the top two Filipinos right now on the men's side? Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I don't know if it was court conditions or something, but shout out.
Maybe not top. Maybe not, because they lost. Probably the first time they played them too.
Yeah. So I mean, there's just so many places in the Philippines that have really good players that probably just haven't gotten that much exposure outside.
Yeah.
And that's what That's what we hope to bring moving forward. Just we want to see the players. We want to see how good Filipinos can really be and how good other countries can really be. And I think that as the scene grows, that's gonna happen for sure.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's like you said, like they probably didn't have the opportunity to be on a PCL team, so they had a tournament in their area, so they were able to showcase their talent, and that is what it's all about. Because you have provinces here where money's an issue. You're not able to travel, but you're training and you're playing a lot, and you want to see how good you're getting, but you just don't have the opportunities to go places to compete. And by having events locally, it's like what you said last week, is like run tournaments, because one, it's fun, it builds community, it builds grassroots, and you get to showcase your local talent, give them an outlet to play. So that's what it's all about, Migo. You inspired me.
How was it? Rob, tournament directing soon. So how was it in
no.
How was it in the States? Because I know there's a few hot spots like Texas, Florida, but then I know there's some players that do come from like not as popular, where areas where pickleball is not as popular.
Yeah.
How do they get I don't know, discovered, or do they really have to travel the hot spots?
Get discovered by going to tournaments and getting some early results, but it's really hard to train in isolation and improve. So most of them do end up moving to places where there's better practice. It's just such an important part of getting better. It's like, no matter how much you train with your local players, you could do all the drills in the world, get all the reps in the world, but you're not actually going to know what's good or what's not good until you're consistently playing and practicing with top players, better players. So it's such a key aspect of development, especially at the pro level. So yeah, everybody eventually has to get close to. They either have to get better local players and bring them up, or they have to move to get better consistent practice. But now, like when the tour's like kind of so full time, you can kind of hit the road and in between tournaments get good practice just because you're all traveling to the same places, and you're getting there on a Monday or Tuesday, and you get a few days of high level stuff with other players that you wouldn't get at home. So those are kind of the avenues, but it's hard to get good in a silo.
Yeah. So on that note, if you guys want a cool training partner,
God, yeah, come on
Rob
over. I
Nunnery.
guess I do want to drill. So anybody wants to come drill with me, just let me know.
Yeah, Rob's not having
Serious
as
offer.
much
Serious
fun
offer.
anymore.
Serious offer.
Rob's gotten too well, guys. When he was literally 1 week out of surgery, that was the only time I stood a chance. Ever
You
since
didn't
then,
stand a
he's just
chance
been
then.
body bagging me every chance he gets.
No, but no, that's real though. Like I do want to drill. So anybody wants to drill, come on over. I'm not going to coach you, but you'll be able to drill with me. It's fair.
Yeah, and if anyone's not going to the Detroit tournament next week,
Yeah, come on. It's wide open this weekend in Manila.
if you beat Rob in singles,
Not playing singles. 0 chance. That playing singles with Adam put me on like the injured reserve for like 3 days.
yeah, I was
Playing with
wondering.
it really did wipe me out. Like I was like, oh my God. I don't know if it's just that or like also the PCL days, which weren't a lot, but they were like a lot like socially for me, and just like wiped me out last week, truly. So I don't know. I gotta pace myself.
The face to socializing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the Asian scene this week. Lots of tournaments happened, lots of tournaments upcoming. If you guys want to tune in, so make sure to tune into the Detroit tournament. Make sure to tune in to a whole bunch of things happening in Asia. Oh, again, we really hope to eventually get it all consolidated so it's easy to follow. But
Yeah.
in the
And
meantime,
we still have to do that on the website. We've talked
yeah,
about that of like having a list of all the tournaments in Asia
and where to find information on it.
Yeah. We have to do that. Let's do that this week.
All right, sounds good.
Because that's actually super valuable.
Yeah, I agree. So
okay,
that's about it.
That's it. We will see you soon in China. We will update you on DJoy. There's a China CPC finals happening, I think, the following week, as well as the PPA finals in Hangzhou. And then there's a WPC in Hong Kong. There's a lot coming up. PCL finals, obviously, in Shenzhen. So lots happening. There's a pro league happening December 1st to 7th in India as well. And then we have the global sports event December 16th to 23rd happening in Mumbai.
Which you're joining.
Which I'm joining. That's going to be the first one I'm playing since. So excited for that. But need a training partner in Manila. Come on.
Help this guy out.
A lot to cover. And it'll be a lot of fun to cover it with you. And to record in China will be fun too.
Yeah, lots of tournaments also to predict on. So before we end, just want to give a big thanks to our sponsor. We got the Ram Sports.
Predict, Ram Sports, smiley face, heart eyes, heart emojis. Let's go.
I'm still waiting for new shirts. This is the same one as last week.
Hopefully it's washed.
Yeah.
All right. Ish. Okay. Well, until next week, everybody, I'm Rob Nunnery.
I'm Migo, and that's it for this week. Thanks for watching.